Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm at a pop-up auction. I've been in, had a look round, and there are three items I'm interested in. One is an unusual six-legged antique stool. The second one is an antique Indian water carrier, which is hand painted. And the third item is a handmade or hand carved fruit bowl. So I'll be bidding towards the end of the auction. As ever, all the items I ever seem to be interested in are always 220 and 230 lot numbers. They're never in the top 100. I don't know why that is. It's always the same. So at the end of the auction, we'll have a look and see how I got on.
So it's the morning after the night before and I'm back in the office. Did I win any of the lots I was bidding on? Well, in short, yes, I did. But before I show you the items that I won, I've got a couple of bonus items that I picked up today when I visited Antique and Vintage by Luca De Luca in Droitwich, Worcestershire. The first item is a genuine, original Birmingham or Brummagem policeman's baton. And the story is it was only used once in anger, and that was to smash a window in. I don't know why he was smashing the window, but that's the story, or a little bit of provenance behind this actual truncheon. So it is a genuine Birmingham policeman's truncheon, and I don't know, date-wise, probably 60s, maybe 70s. I wouldn't have thought they walked around with these kind of truncheons much after that. If you know more than I do in the comments, please let me know. So what did I pay for that? I paid £15 for that. It was at an emporium and it was off a dealer. So I'm not going to get away with getting stuff for nothing with dealers, and I wouldn't want to do that anyway. So I paid up a little bit for it, £15, but these can retail quite easily £40 to £60. So a genuine hardwood copper's truncheon. And the second item I picked up is, well, got a bit of weight to it, a big lump of hand-carved wood. And it is, as you can see, it's a cat. It's a sleeping cat. It's totally hand-carved, and it is wood. It's not resin. A little tip, when you're out and you see this kind of thing, do check for resin. Now, there's nothing wrong with resin. Resin has been used as a medium for carving or moulding for hundreds of years. But in the eyes of buyers, it can be perceived as being of less value than wood or cast metal and so on. So we have a hand-carved cat. Now, it's probably, I would guess, and I haven't done any research, but I would guess it's Southeast Asian. So that kind of Indonesia sort of region of the world. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. But again, if you know better, let me know in the comments below. I'm old enough and ugly enough to take constructive advice, and it's really helpful, to be quite honest. What did I pay for it? Well, I paid £15 for it, and I think this will quite comfortably retail between 45 and 60 on the Antique Central website, which you will see. I think it's that side, or is it that side? I don't know. I never know. It kind of reverses it on the on camera. So yeah, there we go. So that was the second of the two items I picked up today at Antiques and Vintage by Luca De Luca. And as a bit of a heads up, next week's film will feature a walk around of the actual emporium itself, and that'll be decent length film, 15 to 20 minutes. Right, what did I win at the auction last night? First off, no particular order. I won the stool. Now, can you spot the issue with this? It's not actually a stool. It's a dolly. And if you can imagine, a dolly in a washing tub. There's the peg underneath. So that would have been the end of the rod, or the handle, I should say, that stuck out. So you could hold it and then twist this around in the galvanized steel barrel or wooden barrel that you were washing your clothes in. So what the person has done, what the person selling this has done, is they basically just chopped it off. And it's now absolutely, it's rock solid. So it could be used as a stool. But I may sell it as a pot stand. Could be either. It is rock solid. It is a hardwood. I would say beech or elm. It's too light in colour to be oak, I think. But it is extremely well made, and if you look carefully, the legs are jointed. Well, let's say the legs, the spindles, which I'm now calling legs, are jointed, but you can also see there, they're actually pinned as well. So there's a lot of work went into this to make it solid and functional. Now, if you imagine, this has been rammed into a barrel and twisted, hours and hours and hours, it's got to be solid. So I think this will make an excellent little stool, little artist, well, I don't know what kind of stool, artist stool or similar, but certainly a plant stand, either or really. As I say, I paid, what did I pay for it? I haven't told you yet, have I? This was right towards the end of the auction. As I mentioned earlier in the introduction, all of my lots always come at the end of the auction. So that can work in my favour, to be honest with you, because quite a few people have gone by then. So the competition has thinned out. I'll give you a second to have a guess what I paid for it. Right, I paid £3.20, including the 10% auction fee and the £1 lot fee. So I actually paid £2 plus 10%, which makes it £2.20 plus £1 lot fee. So £3.20 in total. So whatever happens and whatever I sell it as, I'm not going to lose any money on this. And to be quite honest, you get good money for them as well. I would expect to get in the region of top end around £45 for this. So that was a good investment, and I was really surprised I got it so cheap. Right, next item I won is I won the hardwood, and in fact it's a tropical hardwood, hand-carved fruit bowl. And I believe, or I was told by one of the porters that brought it over when I won it, it's African. Doesn't surprise me. Weighs an absolute ton, and it would make a fantastic table centerpiece. It's the cotton with the label was on. There you go. Yeah. So what did I pay for this? I paid in total £17.50. And that includes the 10% plus the £1 lot fee. So I thought that was a good buy as well, because these sell well, and these can sell online, especially one of this quality with this lovely carved, I'm not sure if you call it fruit. I think it probably is, really. It does look like some kind of fruit there. I can show you. Yeah, there. With leaves on either side. So it's a really lovely design for a fruit bowl. And it would make a fantastic table centerpiece. And I got it for £17.50. And I would expect to list this on the Antique Central website, wherever it is, for in the region of £90. And we'll see how we get on. I do reduce the price down if items sit around for 12 months. But as I'm not paying a monthly insertion fee anymore on my own website, I don't mind them sitting there. They can sit there for years, and they're not going to cost me anymore in insertion fees. But so I can hold out for a reasonable price. So I think that's a lovely item. If I had the right sort of house and my interior decor style suited it, I'd keep it. But that will go onto the website in the next few days. Right, finally, glad to put that down. Did I win the Indian water carrier? The answer is yes, I did. And I'm really pleased about this. There you go. I don't think I mentioned actually in the introduction, it's tin, hand painted, antique. I do believe it would have had a lid, and it was used to carry either water or possibly oil. But I certainly think this is late 19th century, at the latest early 20th century. The decorative design on it is really typical of that. I believe it's Murgy or Murgle, I believe. Again, I haven't researched this, so I'm probably making a fool of myself, as usual. But it's a hunting scene, which might not be to everybody's taste. I appreciate that. With the chap spearing a tiger who is attacking another hunter, I guess. And then there are fleeing deer, or deers in flight. And that's on both sides. And the actual painting is mirrored as well on the reverse. Now, it's not a transfer print because there are slight differences. It is hand painted. And it does have a unique patina. The tin is obviously rusted a bit. It's ferrous. So you will get an oxidization, which is the surface of the metal coming into contact with oxygen. That will happen. I've talked about that in previous videos. So the only downside is it's missing the lid. But that's not really a disadvantage, because whoever buys this most likely will display either flowers or dried flowers in it. And it would look stunning. And I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to wax it. I'm not going to polish it. I'm not going to do anything to it at all. I'm leaving the patina as it is. You only get original once, as I say all the time, at the risk of boring you. But it's something I strongly and passionately believe in. As long as the item isn't damaged beyond repair or needs some kind of structural restoration to make it safe or practical. This is great as it is, and this was the most expensive of the three items, and I paid £34, including the 10% and the £1 lot fee. So, online, I have had a quick look at these when I got back last night. They can go for £120 to £180. The cheapest one I've seen is around the £90. So, as you know, those of you who watch my channel regularly, my ratio purchase to sale is 3 to 1. That's what I try to do. And I think I've achieved it with this. And I've certainly achieved it on the stool, which I picked up for £3.20. And the fruit bowl, which I picked up for £17.50. So those are the three items. That's what I call a successful trip to the auction. If you've lasted this long and you're still watching and you decide to subscribe, let me know where in the world you're from and I'll add you to our digital community list, which scrolls across the screen as I speak. Please if you want to support the channel, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Really appreciate that. It lets the YouTube algorithm know we exist. So if you've got friends, relatives who are interested in antiques and vintage, please share, let them know about our channel, and you never know, they may well join us. It's what it's all about, the community, this channel. So that's the lot for today. As ever, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.